Good evening. Morgan Stanley in the news again, right? For corruption and fraud, block trades. God, how about blockhead trades? Because they're blockheads. I had some bashers on the Yahoo message board try to tell me, oh, Morgan Stanley's at fault for everything, is what you're saying, for what Hexa's going through. Oh, God, give me a break, you fucking QAnon dipshits. When are you going to ever grow up and get a life? You tried to short Hexo because of a false religious belief combined with a false political belief. White, right-wing Christians who voted for Trump, and who are probably pedophiles too, are trying to bash me and Hexo and build up a fraudulently corrupt stock trading house like Morgan Stanley. Please give me a break. So, if it wasn't bad enough for Morgan Stanley after just paying out $200 million for their personal device scandal. Now they have some high up senior trader who had some other high up senior trader above him who was also removed. Now is removed. And for committing some kind of stock fraud in the blockchain, blah, blah, blah. And how does this affect Hexo? I had some bloggers say, oh, how does that affect Hexo? They're trying to build the price up. Guys, give me a break. This affects Hexo because that one trader was caught doing one activity with the block trades, trying to prop up the price. But that's not what Morgan Stanley does all the time. They're not trying to always prop up the price. They're trying to drive it down, depending on which retail investors they've spied on or front run against, or who they're self-dealing with, or who they're trying to price fix with. Because that's what this guy was doing at the trading desk. Price fixing, that's what that's called. He's trying to maintain a certain price illegally. That's called price fixing. And they do that to front run against their retail investors. Just an industry standard as far as I was led to believe. So it's not just Morgan Stanley, guys. Morgan Stanley just happens to be the name in the news. Take it on the chin, Morgan Stanley. You're the ones in the news. Sorry, it's not Renaissance Technologies personally. But suffice it to say that now, see, I said it in the last videos, this personal device scandal was the tip of the iceberg because they were fined for using the personal devices, but they weren't fined or investigated for what was being said or transferred, or the information transferred through the personal devices. So now that's what's being uncovered through subsequent investigations. Like I said, that investigation wasn't the end to the problem for these big trading houses. These big trading houses, and the SEC knows it now, in part because of me, these big trading houses have been spying on their retail investors and front running against their positions for decades. And it's over. And now that it's over, because the SEC's on top of it and on these guys, now they can't commit that kind of crap anymore. And so what we're going to see is a huge change in the market. First, it's going to go way down as all these fraudulent short traders get out of their position out of fear that they're going to get caught and put in jail. They're going to dump those short positions like there's no tomorrow. And then after that, we're going to see the market go way up in certain sectors, especially the marijuana sector. Doesn't matter what the rest of the market does. It might go down for the rest of the year, but the marijuana sector won't. I don't believe it. It's a value sector now, where people are going to put their money because it was driven down so far. People are looking for value, and that's where they're going to find it. So here we are with another Morgan Stanley video. Morgan Stanley committed fraud again, and I'm sure it's not the last time. And the SEC is investigating actively, not just Morgan Stanley, but I'm sure the Bank of New York, Renaissance Technologies, Goldman Sachs, Oppenheimer, all these different people. And good. It will change. It's a game changer, what just happened. And Morgan Stanley should be, You know what I really like to see? I'd like to see somebody go to jail. How about somebody go to jail for once from these big banks? We never see anybody going to jail. We just, they pay the fine. Let's pay the government. Let's have a banker go to jail for once. Come on. Enough is enough with the skullduggery and the hanky-panky with people's money and the government colluding with the big banks. Let's see the SEC really sink their teeth into some of these fat bank traders and suck some blood out of them and then throw them in jail. Leopold Richard Bamberger Alavisas reporting to you about Morgan Stanley's latest scandal, which won't be its last.